Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin will indicate what the market is doing, right? And so if we look at Bitcoin here, guys, on the monthly, you see that we bounced from the 21 EMA here, right? So that is pretty significant, right? Purely because of the fact that simply means that we're not bear yet. You know, people are saying, you know, we're bearish, etc. Well, it bounced exactly on here. This is, you know, if you get below this, then we're in trouble. I mean, look at history. You know, when was it below that? Well, the 2014, we were eventually below that. But you saw when we bounced from it, we first at least had one rally. So we might be at that point where we at least get one rally and then we go under it. Okay, that's still a possibility. I'm not saying that's happening, but it could happen. It could also just shoot up and go to new highs, right? That is looking on the monthly, guys. This is one candlestick is 1 month, and I'm on Bitstamp here, right? So this, you can only do this on exchanges where Bitcoin's really old, because you need all the data in order to get the 21 EMA to be, you know, there, right, and to show up. So yeah, that's what we're looking at for the monthly. But as you all know, it's basically the new week right now. So let's take a look at how the previous week has ended, guys. So looking at the previous week here, we can see basically we had this rejection, right, like a tweezer bottom kind of deal, and now we get this nice green candle. I mean, it's a good candle, guys. All right, so it's not bearish at all. Right? If you want to short, sure, you can short. You can short the pops, but you need to be aware that we are bullish for now, right? So especially if we just zoom it, you know, further in. Well, the 3-day not so much, but the daily we're above the 21 EMA, and yeah, I mean, we're really running for it, guys. So let me turn on my my Fibonacci and my indicators here, right? So basically what I did here, well, I should actually, oh, not this one, but I should have this one, right? Let me just turn on the magnet here on this wick here. There we go. There's our downtrend, right? So this is the scenario we're looking at on Bitcoin, guys. And so the way I see it, what could play out here is that if this was a 1 up to here, right, and we get this complex correction. Remember, we were just sitting here. That's kind of our complex correction. Then we're gonna get a 3, a 4, and a 5. So the way I see that, guys, is basically I need to put another Fibonacci here. So if this was the top here already, right? This is what we're looking at here. Then what if we go the next one to the 618? So if we take the 1 to 5 here, right? This is the daily chart, guys, right? So what if it's like this? So we have the 1, right? See up here, right? Then we have a 2. We're gonna get a 3 somewhere up here, right? Just somewhere up here. And we're gonna get 4. We're gonna get a 5, right? Whether that's to the cloud, to 7.5, 7.7, somewhere around there, right, guys? You know what I mean with this. So very shallow retracement for the 2. So then I expect a deeper retracement for the 4 because of rules of alternation, right? So, and if we obviously I can get rid of this right now. So if we look at the 4 hour here, since you guys don't have the 6 hour, I'm not looking at that. Most of you guys won't have that. So this lines up, right? This lines up. So yeah, I mean, this is the way I see Bitcoin making the trend right now. But are there gonna be pops and pumps and dumps in between? Of course, right? This is just the bigger picture. So, and that is why I'm making this video, right? Well, mainly because of how the weekly ended, and the weekly ended bullish. The bears had a chance the whole day to push it back down, and they didn't. So, you know, and we definitely have to take that into account. You know, people that still want to see 5-4, etc. Well, maybe you will, but I think we will first go up, right? And this what I show you here is merely just the first footprint in that way up. I don't think that will directly be the end, because we'll get to about that 0.5. So, I mean, I kind of want the 5 to be up here, right? So then the 3 should be kind of up there. And more like this, right? Because then you hit the 0.5, the Fibonacci, right? So this is the way I see it, guys, right? So 1 is not, like the 3 is not the smallest, 1 is the smallest here, 5 is going to be the longest. That is definitely possible, right? Then we get basically, it's possible. So this is a complete possibility that could play out potentially. We'll have to see how it will play out, right? But it's all also based on the support resistance here on the left side. I mean, what did we have here? 7.3 all the way up to 7.7. That is definitely resistance, right? So it's definitely something that you can be looking at. It's probably, I mean, this is your downtrend. So I mean, if we need to hit that 0.5, we need to kind of plop through that, just like with a wick to that, like that 0.5. But I'm not sure if we will. So it's better to look at it like this for now, and then we'll get a retracement, and we'll see if that retracement is actually going to be retracement, or if it's going to be, you know, just proceeding with the downtrend that we're in. So we'll have to see when we get there. But right now, guys, all you can be is bullish, because of my previous video where I show you that we're above the 21 EMA on Ethereum and on Bitcoin. Well, both of them together are the majority of the market cap in the cryptocurrency space, guys. So if both of them are showing you bullish signs, then you can be only one thing. You can only be bullish, right? If you're bearish, well, then you're going against the what I call subtrend, right? It's not the main trend. The main trend's obviously still bearish, but the subtrend here is up. So on the daily we're up, and that's how I see it. So, you know, I honestly think that we can get up here, right? And that's purely based on this. Now, if we look at a small time frame, let's go on the 1 hour. So what's interesting to note here, so you see 1 a.m. Well, that was 1 a.m. my time, right? Well, look at this red candle. It's again 1 a.m. So things happen at the same time. That is definitely some algos, etc., pulling stuff off, right? Right before the end of the day. We had another example here, right? So what happened here? 3 p.m. my time, right? Well, take a look at the next 3 p.m. here. 3 p.m. again, right? Or actually, well, no, that was, yeah, 3 p.m. again. So, you know, these times of these big pumps, you should definitely have them in mind. So when you had this big pump, you know, I was already telling the Telegram about, you know, 1 a.m. Definitely, you know, be watching that. I said, what was it, 1.5 hours before that, like, you know, watch it. Something's gonna happen, most likely. Like, it's not always, but there, you know, something could happen. So, and something happened, right? We dropped, but we dropped to the 55 EMA on the 1 hour. Another thing I want you guys to see is if you go on the 2 hour here and we look at the Ichimoku cloud, it's very, very, very thick. All right, that's a good sign, guys. That means there's a lot of support here, right? A lot. The same on the 3 hour. Not so thick here, but if we just keep this going for a while, we get a thick cloud. And that is what you want to see, because a thick cloud means that there's a lot of support, right? So on the 2 hour, definitely looking good. I mean, it could drop, potentially we could drop to 6.5. That's no biggie, right? I mean, we'll just drop there and most likely bounce, because look how thick this cloud is. We won't simply drop through that. Whoever thinks that, that's insane. Right? That doesn't happen unless some crazy events happen. It happened here. It happened right here, but you see, like, this cloud wasn't that thick. Now look at this cloud. This cloud is thick, right? So when it's thin like this, and especially if you look at the future, you know, you already saw, like, when we were here, I'm just going to show you an example, right? So click the replay function. When we were here, what you saw was a very thin Ichimoku cloud in the future, right? So that is something totally different than what we are right now, because if we go back to where we are right now, what do we see right now, guys? We see a big, thick, like, cloud, right? Instead of a thin one. So it's hard to drop through, and it definitely tells us there's a lot of support. Also, if you just look at the price action, there's a lot of price action here. So it's not just easy to just drop through that, right? So that's just something you need to keep in mind, guys. But yeah, that's just a quick update on Bitcoin. So the weekly ended bullish. The daily is above the 21 EMA still. Ethereum is above the 21 EMA as well. So it's all looking good, guys. Weekly is definitely a big indication of like at least a reversal for now, right? So you know, that's what I'm expecting. You know, I'm expecting a nice bullish run until about this 7700 area, and then we'll have to reassess, right? So that's how I see the market right now, guys. Also, if you're not in my Telegram yet, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any question, you can ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? And I've also given everyone in here a link to this video right here from Alessio Rastani, where he also shown me, because I didn't look at that at the time, the monthly is very important, guys, that we bounced at that 21 EMA. So definitely go to Alessio Rastani and subscribe to him, right? He already has a lot of subs, but he definitely deserves more. He is one of the best traders here out on YouTube. That is for sure. You know, and I have no problem saying that, right? I'm learning from him as well. Like, why wouldn't you learn from people who are better, that you think are better than you at the time? Because honestly, guys, that is why you're probably watching me, right? Because you want to get that same insights as I have in the technical analysis. Well, this guy has been in other markets as well. I've only been in crypto, so definitely follow him, guys, and check him out. All right, so yeah, that's Alessio Rastani for you. So other than that, let's see what went on here. So yeah, I was talking about the dump, right, with that time frame, and then I mean, that's about it, right? So also, guys, join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs. When I find the ICO, I'll tell you guys to whitelist for it. That's not for no reason. That's just so you whitelist it and you can participate when the sale is there, right? And I look for projects that have low market cap and a good team, and I prefer infrastructure projects like, you know, blockchains, etc., or financial stuff like the boring stuff, because they will give you the biggest gains, right? So yeah, join up with that as well. Also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and also follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz, where I go live when sudden events will happen. And every now and then I'll do the crypto market roundup on Fridays on Twitch as well, where you can ask questions about just any of the cryptos or talk about new projects, etc., right? So we can catch up with each other. So yeah, that's it, guys. Also, you know, what was there as well? There was something here. Oh yeah, so could potentially be the end of the bear market as we speak around. Yeah, exactly, Hassan. This is what I wanted to say. So Hassan pointed out something really nice here, right? So 5,800. That is also where the 21 EMA was on the monthly, and that's where we bounced from. So you know, a good catch by Alessio Rastani there. So yeah, it's good to point that out, Hassan. Yeah, it could definitely be the end. However, keep that in mind, what I just shown you from the 2014, that you had one spike up and then once more down. So that could happen, but for now at least we should see a run up. So that's great to see, right? So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit that post notification button, and if you've got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.